welcome everyone in the next lecture on the double integration. From previous lecture we started with the change to polar coordinates and evaluate. In today's lecture also we would like to discuss few more problem on the change to polar and evaluate a double integration problem.
Okay, welcome to this problem, change to polar and evaluate. This is a very popular example from university examination. Let's come to this. First of all, this problem is given in terms of x and y, that is a Cartesian coordinate system problem is given. We have to change it to the polar. So our first step is first to write the limits. Now observe this and tell me inner limits are of what type. Just tell me the what type of limits are given here. These limits are expressed in terms of x, and these are the limits of y. So we have y is equal to square root of ax minus x square. Y is equal to square root of a square minus x square. X is equal to 0 and x is equal to a. To understand what this curve represents, we will make a square on both sides. We have y square is equal to ax minus x square. Therefore, this is x square plus y square minus ax is equal to 0, and this is y square is equal to a square minus x square. This is x square plus y square is equal to a square. Okay. Now you can see this is the equation of circle. This is also an equation of circle, but for this one your center of the circle is 0 0 and the radius is a, but here the center is minus g comma 0, because see your general equation of the circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. C is a constant term which is not here. Second term y raised to 1 term is also not present here. That means y coordinate of the center is 0, and the x coordinate of the center will be derived from this. From 2g we are going to get a value of g, and we give the minus sign to this. So the center will be minus g comma 0. So here g is minus a. 2g is equal to minus a. Therefore g is equal to minus a by 2. But this minus and this minus becomes plus. So we have a by 2 comma 0 is the center, and here origin is the center and radius is a. So let's come to this. There are two circles given in the problem. Now first of all we would like to draw the smaller circle which is of radius a by 2. So this is what our smaller circle is. So center at a by 2 comma 0. As center is at a by 2 comma 0, of course this total length from this point to this point, the total length would be a. So this has to be a comma 0. So for this particular circle, if your radius is a and center is at origin, so it means you will have something like this. Okay, so your center at origin and the radius is a. So this kind of situation you have, you just forget about this line. So this is our y-axis, this is x-axis. Next, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to a. X is equal to 0 means our y-axis, and x is equal to a line which is parallel to the y-axis and passing through the point a comma 0. Fine. Now in the given problem, inner limits are of y. Therefore in original problem your strip is vertical, which lower end is nothing but this circle, that is center at a by 2 comma 0. Center at radius center circle center at a by 2 comma 0 and radius is a by 2. So here is the lower end of the strip. Okay, and the upper end of the strip will lie on this circle, that is center at origin and radius is a circle. So that means this one, and the movement is from x0 to x is equal to a. So your region of integration is like this. This is your region of integration. I'll say OPQ. OPQ is the region of integration. Now to change the order of integration, we have to consider a radial strip. Now see, this is our radial strip, which only this portion will come inside the region of integration. this part is outside the region, but still this end of the strip is fixed. But to derive the lower and the upper limit, we are going to concentrate on these two ends of the strip. Okay, I hope this idea is clear to everyone. This is our strip, means this portion lying in the region. Now what happens? We need to convert these equation in terms of polar coordinates, because the at lower end of the strip and the upper end of the strip this curve lies. As I told you in the previous lecture, observe the strip, the lower and the upper end of the strip, means the curves which are at the lower and the upper end of the strip need to be converted into polar forms. So hence I am going to substitute here r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta minus ar cos theta is equal to 0. So this gives r square minus ar cos theta is equal to 0. Therefore r square is equal to ar cos theta. We can cancel r from both sides, so r is equal to a cos theta is the polar equation of this circle. Okay, now for this one, x square plus y square is equal to a square. Its polar equation is very simple, r is equal to a. Whenever the circle center at origin, you can directly write its polar equation as radius is equal to whatever the radius is. Here a is the radius, so r equal to a is the polar equation. Okay, I hope this idea is clear. Yes, any doubt with this? Okay, now I will move to the next point. The next is we have to work out the limits of the integrals. Fine. To work out the limits of the integral, consider the radial strip. Now limits of inner integral, where the limits means to work out the limits of inner integral, we require the lower and the upper end of the strip. So first lower limit, where the lower end of, okay, though your strip is of this length, only this portion is coming inside the region. Hence to decide the lower end and upper end, we will think of this one, this part of the strip. So where this lower end lies, it lies on this smaller circle. What is its equation? R is equal to a cos theta. This is your lower limit. Upper limit, where the upper end of the strip lie, it lies on this bigger circle. What is its equation? Polar equation, R is equal to a. Next, limits of outer integral. Now to cover this region, I just draw this region here again to understand it very well, what situation you have. This, okay, now you are going to move your strip in this way. The end of the strip is fixed here. To cover this region, you need to rotate your strip by an angle 90 degree. Here the angle is 0, and once you cross to this, or not cross, once you reach to this, you have rotated by 90 degree. Hence theta will changes from 0 to pi by. Now therefore my integral I becomes theta 0 to pi by 2. R is equal to a cos theta to a. Now dy dx, of course these are replaced by r dr d theta whole divided by square root of a square as it is. X square is replaced by r square cos square theta. Y square is replaced by r square sin square theta. Now one can take r minus r square common from these two terms. We have cos square theta plus sin square theta inside of the bracket, which is 1. So theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Integration r is equal to a cos theta to a r dr d theta whole divided by square root of a square minus r square. I hope this idea is clear to everyone. Is it? Now what will be the integration of this? Integration r upon square root of a square minus r square. Yes? Can you tell me what will be the integration here? Yes or no? The integration is theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2 integration from, okay, we will wait for a moment. To evaluate this integral, we make a substitution, put a square minus r square is equal to t. Therefore, minus 2r dr is equal to dt. Fine. Hence, what happens is, because of this, we have r dr is replaced by dt by minus 2. dt upon 2 times root t, and the minus sign is outside. What is the integration of 1 upon 2 root t? The integration of 1 upon 2 root t is root t. So we have minus root t. But what is t? A square minus r square. Okay, just keep this in your mind. So hence the value of this integral is minus square root of a square minus r square. Limit from a cos theta to t. Okay, is it clear? Any doubt? Fine. This is equals to theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2. We'll make a substitution of upper limit. When I substitute upper limit here, a square minus a square becomes 0, minus, and this minus become plus. When we substitute a cos theta in this, we have square root of a square minus a square cos square theta. One can take a square common outside of the square root, which gives us a, and inside the square root we get square root of 1 minus cos square theta. What is 1 minus cos square theta? It is sin square theta. And what is the square root of sin theta? What is the square root of sin square theta? It is sin theta. Now what is the integration of sin theta? Yes, correct. It is minus cos theta. Limit from 0 to pi by 2. Now a as it is. For upper limit, it is pi by 2. So hence cos theta cos pi by 2 will be 0, minus, and this minus become plus. When we substitute 0 here, we have 1. So what is the answer? A. I hope this is clear to everyone. Evaluation of double integration is now quite well for you, or even it is quite easy to you because you have done a little more practice on this. But main thing is to change to polar coordinates. We require to identify what is the region of integration. We need to identify the polar equation of the curves which are at a lower and the upper end of the strip, and using this work out the limits of the integral. This is very important part. For that you must know the equations, their graphs. It's very important. So I suggest you to go through with the topics. First one is a parabola, then ellipse, circle, straight lines, then rectangular hyperbola, cardioid, strapoid, asteroid, then Bernoulli-Laminsky, so then cardioid. So these are different curves available for you, and their equations also you can easily search out on Google. Go through with them and try to remember equation and its graph. It will help you to identify the region of integration. Thank you.